Alright, time for daily chess game. Let's go. Do I need to move my camera a bit? Oh, that's the whole screen. That's the camera. Let's go. Okay, Caro-Kann. Let's go. So as I always said, I got to 1500 and I really don't think people here are that good, including me obviously. But yeah, I really feel like if you just respect opening principles of chess, just basic development in the early game, I mean, I can only say what I've been doing, right? So what I've been doing is I've always played the same opening. So I always play Caro-Kann as black and I always play Trompowsky as white. The reason I do this is then I get familiar with the move. So see, I know when this pawn comes, I always take the knight, right? It might not be the best move even, but it's been working for me. I'm not saying that I'm a perfect player, obviously. See, here I always know when this comes, I always answer here. Now, I want to challenge this. Why? Because then my bishop develops for free and it weakens his center, is the theory. Okay, he checks me. I'm going to take the knight. If he takes, I take back. If likely the better players, again, we're not that good, but they're going to develop a bishop and just ignore this threat. See, he feels like the pin is good, the bishop is comfortable. So I'm just going to attack this bishop and ask where it's going. It's likely going to take. Okay, because he's threatening, he's worried to lose this pawn. At least if you understand. Yeah, see, so it takes. Then, okay, now it takes there. I'm just going to close this center off. Okay, it takes there. Now I take here. This is all. See, we get to a middle game safely without any opening shenanigans of like immediately falling for some trick or a fork or whatever. You know, all the typical opening tricks that you can easily, immediately fall behind. So, okay, so this is a trap because this is now pinning this pawn. If I do not defend my king now by queen here or knight here or stepping the king aside or bishop back, that means this pawn will be hanging, okay, because he can just take it. I can't. Oh no, that's. Oh yeah, I can take back then, but that would be a big blunder because then he can take the queen, and I can't take back because my king is pinned. So here, standard answer, knight here. Now if he goes there, it doesn't work. Okay, I'm gonna castle because I want to get my king to safety. I can also ask first where this bishop wants to go. It's likely just gonna keep the pin. It's like, oh sorry, okay, it does take. So I'm just gonna slide my bishop back. My bishop is comfy there, I don't mind. And again, I need to break this pin. Okay, now I'm gonna castle. And now we're in the middle game. And honestly, from here, I don't have much of a strategy. From here, many ways for me to mess up. I actually don't like getting into this stage of the game without having a lead. So now, see, I'm not really thinking about how I can make a massive play and win the game now. All I can think is how can I... Oh, actually... I'm just thinking, how can I slowly improve my position that will lead to something good? That's all I'm thinking about. And trying to stay ahead of time. So as you know, I might lose this game, right? It's still, yeah, so far it's very drawish. So I'm thinking just walk in this pawn. Or develop my queen, get the rook out, and then see if I can make something happen here. So I have the strong center, he has 3 strong flank pawns. If he starts walking them correctly, you know, this pawn or this pawn could become a queen, or this one even. So he's playing very slow. See how we go from here. So yeah, what I tried to say from the beginning was I really feel like I'm 1500 now, but I honestly feel like chess is only beginning here. I'm just gonna step this. I really feel like chess is only beginning here because this is the level where you can get to a middle game without anyone blundering. Okay, ooh, that's a good move because I cannot take that because my queen is hanging. That's a very good move from him. So I'm gonna counter this by attacking there. If he then takes, I take there. I don't know if it really is a counter, but let's try anyway. See, that was bad on me. I left my queen in the same line as his rook. Very bad mistake. It's one of these opening principles, and that's what I feel like on 1500. If I just respect the opening principles of chess, I could easily get to 1500 just doing that. Playing the same opening, so I know the most common answers, and respect opening principles. Being, don't move the same piece twice in the opening, don't leave your queen in the same line as a rook or a bishop or a knight. Yeah, a lot more things that I can immediately think. Okay, he decides to take. I'm gonna decide to take as well. I'm actually gonna take this, and if he then takes, then okay, so he steps there. And now he's trying to turn this into a passed pawn immediately. So this can already start being a bit of trouble for me, because I obviously can't take, because I will just lose this, right? So I'm gonna put this bishop here, so it keeps defending this. Now this is hanging. Okay, he steps again, but that's just hanging. right? Yeah. Yeah, this is just hanging. He cannot promote because it's triple defended, this square. I'm not scared of this now. It could become an issue though, don't get me wrong. If he now doubles the rooks on this file, I might be in the world of troubles very soon. But I thought, take a free pawn. I'm up a pawn now, even though his pawn is very close to queening. I need to be very careful now. I got legit losing chances here. I mean, I always do, of course. I play somebody my level. I think I'm just gonna step this pawn in, create a threat of my own, or first line this up, threaten to take. Yeah, I might do that. See, so all of this trouble that I'm in now is all a result of not respecting here that his rook was in the same line as my queen. See, so the moment that rook moved here, castle was arguably necessary because it's been, you know, I need to put my king to safety. But after this here, that was definitely my alarm sign, like, look, I need to move my queen. Instead I pushed this pawn. That was a mistake. And here we are now. Okay, he's trying to take this bishop. Okay. So I don't need to accept that trade, right? I can just move my bishop there. I can also just move it back here, really. Can you slide it back here? And that defends here. Because I do not want to give that up. It's going to ruin my pawn structure. It's just overall bad. And I need this to perfect this promoting square. Let's see if I move there. Is there any shenanigans check? No, no, I don't see anything wrong. I'll go there. Prevents the knight from here, defending this. Next move is going to be rook up and trying to win this pawn. He's obviously going to try and defend that. He can slide down, up, move the queen, and just overload on defense there. Okay, isn't that just a free pawn? Ooh, no it's not, because look here. Wow, that's dangerous. And if I decide to step... Oh wait, I don't really need to react to it that way, right? I can just step back. I could also just take, takes, step, step. But then I'm kind of stuck, because then I have two attackers, two defenders, and he's still gonna find a way to promote that pawn. If I go there, is there any forks or something? That's not really scared of any of that, so I'm just gonna go back. Again, this might be a big blunder, but we'll see how we go. If he goes back again, I'm happy to draw, because this pawn is scaring me. So, let's see how we go. Wait, let's see. I don't have my shirt on today. It's freaking too cold in too hot here right now. Okay, he wants to do that. He wants to threaten there. But that's again not a problem. I can just attack that thing, right? Don't see why I can't attack it. Because then if he promotes again, I got 3 defenders on this square. I'm gonna move there. Again, this might be a big blunder, but we're gonna have to see how it evolves. So next move for me is gonna be there to attack this knight twice because it's defended now. Yeah, it's gonna be a matter of like who makes the first blunder now. That's game over. That's typically how chess goes. Both people are playing, one person makes a bad blunder, and that's just the end of the game. It's really hard to keep your motivation high when you made a really bad blunder and you know you're likely gonna lose. But actually I should stay level-headed, because you can be down on so much material and somehow still win because people blunder harder than you just did. Alright, see how he's gonna answer this. If I was him, what would I play? He could just attack my queen, annoy me a little bit, and put pressure on this pawn. It's not a bad move, because then after I move my queen, there is 2 attackers here. I'll probably move it there, then I have 2 attackers on the knight, so that would be nice too. See how we go. See, all of this is still a result of just not respecting the opening principle of not leaving my queen on the same file as his rook. That was a blunder by me, see? Here. This was my call. Here I should have moved my queen, but instead I pushed the pawn. I should have moved queen here, threatened this pawn, get some reaction, then push. Anyway, here we are. Blunders were made. I'm winning on time. Let's see how we go. He's thinking very long. It's good for me. But he still has enough time to beat me really hard anyway. So we got Germany versus Belgium today. When actually I live in Australia, but my flag's Belgium. Sometimes I put in okay, so he moves that there. Yeah, so he's very eager to keep this pawn defended, you see? What if I play there? If I play there, then I remove one defender from here. If then steps, takes, oh, I lose that. I cannot afford that at all. And so therefore I need to go, think there. But if I go there, he's gonna go there. And then I just go there. And that might be big time losing for me, but anyway. Well, this is just the... Yeah, I brought myself in a very uncomfortable situation. There. I think I prefer here. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. He might try go there actually. Because if I then take, promote, nah, okay, that doesn't work. Doesn't really work. If I was him, I'd probably just annoy the queen. I don't know really why. It's just... Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm getting a bit lost here. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm in a really bad position here. I'm gonna... Just gonna go there to put one more defender here. He might step there, probably a good move. And I'm just gonna get cooked. Well, if he steps there, I can go there, but then again, then we got two attacks. I'm overall a bit in a dead lost position, I'm not gonna lie. I feel very uncomfortable here. So then he's got this rook here. Okay, he's trying to trade this off. If I go there, then he's probably gonna slip down here. And then he's got 3 defenders on the pawn still. Oh, I'm in such a bad position. It's really, really awful. Could step bishop there. But then takes, then this is under double attack, then that needs to move. Could also just step down, force a queen trade. Don't know if that's a good move though. If I deny this trade, I could also take, then takes, then step, but then step, and again, too much defenders here. I'm just gonna move there. And if he comes here, I'm just gonna move there with my bishop, and then I'm running out of ideas. Don't know if he will find that one. He might just annoy it again here, I don't know. But I cannot allow this trade. I feel like I'm gonna lose. I'm not in a good position here, but if I lose, I lose. That's chess. It's all good. Okay. Comes in with the sacrifice, which I, by the way, do not need to accept. I can just take here. I can just take here, and I got rid of that really strong pawn. Because he hopes that I take there, and then he's gonna come there. And then I take this. Wait a second, what's going on? Jesus, that's tricky. Why did he do that? I feel like if I take, I'm gonna get in a bad position, alright? So I take, then what? Then takes. Oh no, takes with check. Okay. So if I take this, take check, king goes there. But then this pawn is loose. Fuck it, I'm gonna go for it. Check. Pawn goes there. Oh wait, what if I go there? Because he's maybe going there, right? I think that's the plan. So if I go there, if he goes there, I don't need to take, you see? Okay, I'm gonna just go back there. Well, if I stay there, isn't that better? He cannot check again. Yeah, that's better, I think. And now this is loose. Oh, now he can just come there. And then it's not loose anymore. I'm winning in material, but it's not the end of the game yet at all. Because this pawn is still just a pain in the butt. Okay, but now this is just loose. Now it's finally loose. Thank the Lord for that. He blundered, I think. Yes, let's go. He resigned. I would too. 3 points down. Cooked it. Alright. Thanks for watching. See ya.